how much upward momentum and movement is possible from like a lucrative standpoint in this industry? Like, is there a sense of like that as you move up, your paycheck is exponentially going to go up? And is there like a top tier? Because I know obviously theater, when people think of theater, it's not always the most lucrative profession, which, I mean, that's not the only reason people get into professions, but it's definitely a factor. Like if somebody's thinking, I want to be a company manager and then I want to go into being the next step after company manager, where do you see the possibilities for that trajectory and whatever you're comfortable talking about?
Oh yeah, I mean it is complicated because I would say theater doesn't follow like the tier system that you think of most companies. I mean there is a basic tier, but it's not like there is like the next step from company manager because it would just be a completely different job, right? Like
Interesting.
the head of everything is the artistic director. So we have two artistic directors, Audrey Francis and Glenn Davis, who are both like absolutely incredible. And then we have kind of management coming from them. But there's not like a clear trajectory. Theater's weird. Theater really is like you find your little niche and you just do that as long as you can. There's certain ladders you can climb in like, you know, you could go from like box office to marketing to like head of marketing to maybe artistic director. Like there are certain weird paths, but none of them make sense and none of them are clear. So
Yeah.
I have not a clue what my career is like. But that's exciting for me. Like I really like that. I'm someone who I don't want like a 5 or 10 year plan. I just want to enjoy the job that I have and just really put my all and my full presence in it and just see what happens and see where it goes. And I think that's kind of how I got here. I didn't seek out this position. I just was lucky and seeing where the road was taking me and appreciating every second of it. So no, I don't know. I don't know really what's next. I do think eventually I'd want to maybe move into film and do more production management in film. I think that would be really cool. But production management is an insane job. It's insane. Both of my bosses are production managers, and I don't know how they do it. I admire them. I love them so much. They are the strongest soldiers. I don't get it. So I don't think I'd ever want to do that in theater, but I think I would want to do that in film. I think that's my next step. But I'm really enjoying theater right now. It's really fun.
And would you move out of Chicago to pursue that? Or do you feel like Chicago's the face she's making right now, you guys? She's like, maybe.
I really, really love Chicago. I like that the actors in Chicago really deeply care about the art and not. I like that people in Chicago care about the art and not the paycheck or the like fame aspect of it. Like I think Chicagoans really, really value good acting, good art, meaningful art that's supposed to challenge you as a person. And I feel like sometimes in New York and LA, especially, it can get a little cookie cutter commercial. We're trying to make the most bang for our buck. I think I'd try New York. I don't think I would do well in LA. I don't think I'd make it. I think LA would crush me as a person.
The self-awareness.
I can't do LA. I definitely want to try New York at some point, but I do think based on the trajectory of my life currently, I would probably end up in Chicago. I really just love it here. And honestly, if I spend the rest of my life as company manager at Steppenwolf in Chicago, great. That's a pretty solid life. I'd be pleased with that.